And I look up to her. Bow! Bam! Next thing I know, I'm looking up. And a 1, 2, 3, 4.
Chatting. What? We chatting, that's right. Topics is tough, but we bonfire just chatting with the gang to the left and the right. True blue. It's hot like glue. Yes, we chatting it, chatting it, chat.
Let's put the chat up. Everybody out there, to my divine gang and everybody in the YouTube collective, what's the word? Welcome back to this side of town. Another episode of Chat in the Hat with yours truly, Facts of Life 222, where I aim to help you lead a more soul-centered life. I'm excited to see what I'm going to do, what's going to happen, what we're going to talk about, so let's do it, okay? As always, I'm going to ask that you hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. Like, share, hop in the comments, let me know what you think about this week's topic. Let's get to it. A funny childhood school. Oh, I had a crazy childhood. I could talk about a lot of things. Like, I could talk about the time I was getting pushed in a shopping cart and hit my head. I could talk about the time I got jumped. I'm gonna talk about the time I got smacked for losing my glove. Now, without hearing the story, that sounds a little crazy. I know it sounds a little crazy. It wasn't abuse. I was just a liar. That's really the context there, is that I was a really, really bad liar when I was a kid. I don't know why. Part of it was because I was really always very smart, so maybe it was partly because I felt like I could. But clearly I wasn't that good because I was getting caught in them. Literally, I would lie for this, like, the littlest shit. Like, of course, bigger shit, I didn't want to get in trouble, things like that. But then, like, other stuff where you be just like, what are you lying about? I would be lying. I would get in trouble for losing things because I also was not very good with, like, keeping track of my items. So this time, every weekend, not every weekend, at least my grandmother would pretty much raise me and my siblings, okay? My mother was a bit more hands-off. But my grandmother would either come to come to Brooklyn where we lived on the weekends, or we would go to the Bronx on the weekend. So this weekend we went to the Bronx, okay? I really already was dreading going to the Bronx anyway. I mean, it's the Bronx. It was far away. It was like a lot going on. Ironic enough, I live in the Bronx now. But it was already a thing. But I also was dreading this because I knew I lost my glove. So it was snowing a lot. Like, it was snowing that whole week. This is just all context. So I'm going up there already kind of knowing I'm gonna be in trouble if she finds out I don't have my glove. So, the liar in me has triggered and already started formulating lies that I could tell her. But the best lie is kind of omission, right? It's just kind of hiding it. That's the best one, when you ain't really got a lie. So Operation Don't Get Your Behind Whooped was put in action. Simple enough, right? Not so. First day was actually cool, but I almost got caught up because she asked me to come downstairs and help her with, some bags or something, but easy excuse. I just ran downstairs. Like, I wasn't thinking about wrapping my gloves. Boom. The second day is what almost got me caught up because I didn't want to go outside and play with my sisters. I think my little brother was there too. My little brother outside in the snow was fresh snow. Anybody in New York know you gotta go when the snow is fresh. If you want to play in the snow and you want it to be clean, you better get out there while it's snowing. Like, get in the fresh snow before the dogs get there, before the other people get there, for boots and dupes and all types of shit that's in the air. If you want to play in the snow, you get out there in the fresh snow. I was paying it. I was not going outside because I knew my hands was going to be frozen. There was no way I was going to be able to hide not having gloves being outside in the snow. So I was like making this, so I don't feel like, I got sniffles, whatever. But she already knew how much we all love the snow, so it was already probably a little. So me being ignorant as a kid, thinking I got it, I didn't notice it. But I'm sure she was already a little suspicious. And, Sunday we going home. It's time to go back home to Brooklyn. So we gearing up. But the thing about it is that my little brother was definitely there because that's how I got pulled. We all would take turns pushing his stroller. Okay. Of course, whose turn is it first? Mine. So I'm pushing the stroller with my no motherfucking gloves. Trying to pull my sleeves over the front of them. Not working. My grandmother, probably already suspicious at the time, peeping me. She's like, "Why you don't have the gloves? Like, put your gloves on. What are you doing?" And I'm just like trying to act like I don't hear her. Just keep walking. Just keep swimming. Just keep. This Finding Nemo probably just came out around the time. Just keep swimming. I'm just keep trying to swim. That's how you know it's real. Once you get the snatch around, you know it's some trouble. Where's your gloves? Let me see your gloves right now. So instead of just saying, I don't got my gloves, right? Because now I'm caught dead in the lie. I've been lying all weekend. I'm just checking away, opening the zippers, all of this stuff. I look up from checking my pockets, and I look up to a BAM! BAM! Next thing I know, I'm looking up. I'm staring up at the sky, snow falling, staring on me. I can laugh now. It was not funny then. I was dead in the street, people outside around me, walking around like this was not no private thing, come around the corner, pow, pow. My grandmother was very much on the spot. On the spot. When I tell you I have stories upon stories of her getting active, she's gonna hit first, ask questions later. More of this story. Stop lying. I have since stopped lying. I no longer lie. I think that's why I am so adverse to lying now. It's because I really, it got me caught up. And one thing about it too is that I really got like a bad name for it, especially like in my family and stuff like that. Like people started to like know me as the liar. And so as I started to grow and evolve and I no longer was that person, it became hard to break people's vision of you. And you can't really blame them when that was a version of you, right? You know, you are allowed to grow, but people are allowed to have their versions of you in their mind. So it taught me to stop lying. If I don't want people to look at me a certain type of way, to stop doing certain things where they could look at me a certain right. Comment your funny stories, okay, about the time when you got caught up and you got smacked up. I got a couple of these stories, so y'all let me know in the comments if y'all want some more. As always, it's lovely talking to y'all, chatting. I will see y'all next week. Peace.